What's up, fam? It's Tanya Talk with Tanya, Tanya J LLC. You guys know we do life, we do leadership, we do it unapologetically on purpose. That means every day. We're trying to help you to figure out how to fit the puzzle pieces of life together so you do life right and you do it well. So yesterday I told y'all this week is full disclosure, and I was telling you that I had a major episode. 911 was called, and I really don't remember nothing after that. I don't remember that. I just know it happened. But I've been battling an unknown illness that nobody has figured out for the past 7 months. I'm on waiting list to see doctors at one of the major hospitals in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that specialize in what, at least the area of what's going on. I'm also doing everything in between, what you call it, Western stuff. Yeah, Western, acupuncture, massage, chiropractor, homeopathic. So it's painful. It's very painful. Very, very painful. I think I had told my mom, of all the chronic illnesses, it's not that those aren't painful, but this one hit me like I wasn't ready for this type of level of pain. So prayers up to my peeps, my fam that are cronies, as they're called. Cronies are people that have chronic illnesses, and some, a lot, are invisible. And so that's a whole nother story. Invisible, and people think you fine and be smiling. You look good. What you mean? Like, but if you can even see my eyes, they're not like, they're glossy and stuff. Like I'm very wiped out. So I knew I needed my mama today. And so what are we talking about today, Mom? You got a question? We talked about faith yesterday and faith to get through it. What you got to talk about today? What's on your mind?
Well, I kind of have another question. Since you said, you needed your mom, and you called and asked, was I coming?
Today?
Today.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Okay.
And I told you that I would be here. For those people who may have chronic illnesses like you, and they don't have the type of relationship that you and I have as mother and daughter, and their faith is not as much in God as it should be, what could you tell those people, young and old, what they should do to be able to continue their battle with whatever they're going through?
Well, you gotta have somebody. Doing anything alone is not just painful, but it's scary and it's hard. And as I am an independent person, even though I'm married, it's just how my daddy raised me. Not even my mom, my daddy. Make sure you this. They not letting me do nothing. And I'm doing this, but I don't even think, like, I barely got the pass from my husband. He probably, if I be in here too long, he'll be knocking on the door like, all right, you've been sitting up, you don't spend too much energy. Go back. So, you need to be able to know that somebody has your back when you can't have it for yourself, or you just are so wiped out or tired, or you so scared, or you so got bad news and all of that, because it's difficult. Like, I don't have just one, like I have like 4 or 5 now. The numbers just keep adding up. I can't even keep up no more. But I would hope that you would find a way to reconcile or either make new relationships. And I mean that sincerely, because I may not had my mom. Like, we weren't, not that we were not in a relationship, but when my husband and I lived in Virginia, she was thousands of miles away, and I couldn't just call her. You know, like I asked her this morning to come over, or even whenever it happened for my husband to call her for me, and he said all I got out was, I need you. That's it. He said that's all I said, and I didn't speak no more. He said the rest of the time. So I don't think I could imagine dealing with this now and living in Virginia. But I know if I was, and I did, that I did my work, and I did make an effort to make friends that I could count on and rely on, just like I could my own family here in Texas. And I'll tell you the difference, because when I first got there, I hadn't. And I was so just lonely and everything. And I didn't want to bother my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and stuff like that. And so, you know, because, like, listen, a wedding, relocated, resigned from a job, child, all this money. And so my car did not come right away. We had to go get my car like 6 months to a year later. Me and my mother-in-law did that. So I was relying on everybody, and I didn't want to bother nobody. And so as a result, like, I was home, or I had, you know, ask somebody. But I ain't had nobody to ask but my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my husband. I ain't know nobody. And one thing I started to do when we got more involved in church, and I had met some people before we moved there, and that was great, because I began to make them family. I began to make my sisters, my friends, my sisters, and their husbands, my brothers. I began to make my sister, my friend, mom, my sister. I told her mom and dad, because I met them before, I said, y'all is Mama G, and that is Papa G. When I started work a couple of years later, I made, and y'all hear me talk about her, my co-worker, my granny. My mama know, my own granny knew that I had a granny in Virginia that took care of me just like my own granny did, and would literally, she would be just like my granny and say, have some. And my mama met her, and I also had an auntie and uncle, little sis, all of that, like, and it makes the difference. So for whatever the reason, if you cannot reconcile, even though that's healthy to at least reconcile it in your spirit, so that you don't take that and let that cause pain. But make friends, make family, because you would need somebody to take you to doctor appointments. You would need somebody to take you to the grocery store. You would need somebody to look, y'all, I need these eyebrows done, but I have not had the energy to go. I'll have somebody take me, but I think that's happening next. Well, now that ain't happening, then not let me go nowhere next week. But like, you gonna need people, and so you need to figure out who you can trust with your stuff, who you can let in your heart and in your life, because you cannot do this alone. I promise you, you can't. I'm telling you. And so, however hard, rough, and tough you trying to be, and even if you have somebody, get another one, because you don't want to wear that one out either. Spread the help. Spread the help, okay? And don't feel, and I gotta wrap up, because I don't want to go over the 10 minutes for IG, but don't feel like you can't ask, because I'll be like, well, y'all got kids, this. I done got fussed out I don't know how many times, and I've gotten it more since the episode, okay? So I'm telling you, people love you, friends, co-workers, whoever they are, neighbors. Let them show the love back, because you need them, and let them do what they need to do. That about right?
That's about right.
Okay, we'll do the part 2 for tomorrow, because I want to go to 10. So peace, y'all.
Peace.